looks at them, the suitcase, and then back at her. She moves very slow and elegantly. This is the body language of a high status lady.
Let's hope so.
James barely looks the man in the eyes. Again, high status attention is hard to come by. They're on their purpose, but guys, don't go around and not looking anyone in the eyes. Don't take this to the extreme. It is a subtle difference. Short smile here. You also will notice that high status individuals smile less than the people around them, and if they smile, they won't show their teeth often. The reason is because laughing is inherently a submission signal, but this doesn't mean they are less fun.
With compliments of the helps.
Thank you.
The high status walk. I covered the 6 traits on a previous video, so see if you can spot all 6. Think Cheyenne. What does each letter stand for? Let's play it once more. Swaying smooth shoulders, head held high, activated scapula, youthful arm swing, affirmative action, and non-reactive. You briefly see him looking down here. I believe he's looking at the chips he just got handed. Straight off the get-go, you notice her palms facing outward. Females and feminine, even gay men tend to smoke like this in the majority of cases. We've covered this in the Tommy Shelby vs Alfie Solomon video. Heterosexual women tend to smoke more like this, while heterosexual men tend to smoke more like this. It's exposing versus hiding, feminine versus masculine. Besides this, you also see her being a little closed off. Here's the barrier with which she is supporting her other hand.
Now you can afford to buy me a drink.
Maybe I'll even stretch to 2.
James locks eye contact, waits for a few seconds, then comes back with a simple, witty line.
Buy me a drink.
Maybe I'll even stretch to 2.
I mentioned verbal warfare. Verbal dominance, yeah, that sounds better. James is a master of it. One of the key components is to react out of the usual. There is a technique which I won't give right now because that deserves an entire video on its own and it has to be explained in proper context, but James uses that same tactic here. And the result? Wittiness.
Now you can afford to buy me a drink.
Maybe I'll even stretch to 2. I'm guessing I've got 4 million euros in here.
Not bad.
Now James is bragging sarcastically here, meaning he brags in such a manner to make her impressed by it, but doing it in a way letting her know that this is intention. It's a fun little form of banter that is established.
I'm guessing I've got 4 million euros in here.
Not bad.
Once done talking, he turns away. Friends, I'm going to keep repeating this in every video because it is a key component of alpha behavior. Alpha's eye contact must be earned. They tend to give more eye contact when they're speaking and less when they are listening. Portraying my attention is harder to come by. But again, don't go around not looking people in the eye when talking. Now I know how contradicting this all seems. Don't do it too much, but don't do it too little. If you give too much attention, you seem too eager and needy, your attention is cheap. But not giving it at all makes you seem so disinterested that people shouldn't bother. Or even arrogant. Or with certain other clauses makes you seem shy. Now, where is the balance? Friends, opt for looking someone in the eyes about 75 to 85% of the time when speaking, and 55 to 75% when listening.
I like this game.
Well, why don't we play another?
I don't gamble.
Watch your face closely. There's a micro expression that says a lot.
Well, why don't we play another?
I don't gamble.
It's the micro expression of disgust. She really despises gambling.
I don't gamble. I'm not very lucky.
A little like our friend in Shanghai.
Still no eye contact.
I've been waiting to see who would redeem the chip. You made such a bold entrance into a little drama.
Did I overcomplicate the plot?
See how utterly relaxed his face is. It's as if he has Botox injected everywhere except his mouth region. Thomas Shelby has this as well when he speaks. Now here's where you should be careful when you guys emulate them. I got many Instagram messages the past 2 weeks asking about how to emulate or be like some character or another. I've responded to every single one of you thus far, but here's where the danger of mimicry is. If you go around like this in the world and not use hand gestures, talk in a monotone voice, just to look and sound alpha as a Hollywood actors, you are missing the point. Realize that what we are analyzing are meta behaviors. Movies are a distillation of people's lives and show the most important parts that connect the narrative together. How boring would it be if we continuously saw every actor going to the toilet or brushing their teeth, wake up, etc, etc. So the behaviors we see aren't ideal, but not suited to be adopted 24/7. For instance, alphas tend to speak less with hand gestures, be more non-reactive. However, if you're giving a presentation at work or explaining complex matters and talk in a monotone voice with short sentences, then you're very unlikely to get your message across. You become ineffective. You may look alpha, but you'll become the opposite. How would it come across if I stopped talking without hand gestures? Speak in a monotone voice and squinting my eyes. Just talking like this doesn't get a message across well to you. So then the question becomes, what should you do? Here's my tip regarding this. When talking, use hand gestures there where they are effective to get your message across. Because the higher goal of communication is not to portray yourself as being a certain way, it's the transference of information and/or emotion. Efficacy should be prioritized. However, it doesn't mean you can't optimize your behavior to have your cake and eat it too. And that is the purpose of showing you these behaviors and breaking it down. Learning to see what the positive sides of their behavior and mindset are. Now, when you are listening, tone down your movements, slow it down. Friends, I'm gonna say it again, don't blindly copy things. It is the less attractive side of these breakdowns, but a necessary one to talk about when a person tries to genuinely better your life.
Did I overcomplicate the plot?
Who doesn't